Law and Disorder, DJ Check in the mix.
DJ Republic?
I thought I was Czech and you were Slovakia.
No, it was DJ Czech and DJ Republic.
Oh, okay. But wasn't
Slovakia is too hard to say. I will say
Czech
Republic.
and Slovakia.
Republic.
Czech and Slovakia Republic?
Just Republic.
Oh, okay. Well, here we are, still in the Matchbox. Is this what we're calling it, like the Matchbox?
Can we call it the Matchbox?
We should.
That is a great name.
We're the Matchbox 20. I think we just plagiarized.
I'm still in my 20s. So.
She's the Matchbox 20s. We just plagiarized.
Oh crap.
Somebody's gonna sue me now.
We don't own any of that Matchbox 20. We do not own that. That is not ours.
I came up with it.
Matchbox 20.
Back in like 92, I came up with it.
Oh really?
Yeah, at the age of 11. Yep. Screw you,
In
Rob
92,
Thomas.
I was born.
Screw you, Rob Thomas. I'm calling you out. I did it first. He can't sue me. I was 11. He can't sue me.
Yeah, I guess. You can sue your parents.
Because I came up with Matchbox 20 first? I think we should have a pound.
Can you prove it?
A pound I came up with Matchbox 20 first.
Okay, I'll post it with this video.
If I can get Rob Thomas to respond back to that, that would be bigger than Chipotle trying to respond back to you.
I know, I never got a response back from Chipotle.
For that heinous crime of...
not giving me enough guacamole.
It's a serving for 2.
I guess
on
I'm
the
just,
menu, it's for 2 people.
I guess I must just be a fat ass then.
But the chips are for 4. The chips were for 4.
Yeah,
the chips, like the bag of chips was like this big, and the guacamole was that big.
I threw the rest of the chips away because I had nothing to eat with them. And who likes eating like just tortilla chips unless they're Doritos?
Those aren't tortilla chips. Those aren't really tortilla chips.
Yes, they are. Are they corn?
A tortilla chip tastes like tortilla.
And a Dorito is a tortilla chip covered in cheese dust.
No, that's not even real cheese dust. Does that even exist?
On Doritos and Cheetos.
Cheese dust. Doesn't sound good at all.
What if you like snorted that? Like what if someone said a big bag of that and someone obsessed with cheese just like snorted it?
Just a line of that?
Yeah.
That would burn.
Is there like a cheese dust challenge? Like there's like the cinnamon challenge. Can you do like a cheese dust challenge?
We could start it.
Where are we gonna get cheese dust?
We're gonna get a bunch of Cheetos and like, or we'll go to the Doritos plant and be like, hey, can I just get the dust, the powder?
Can I just get the cheese flavor, the nacho cheese flavor?
Okay, I've never snorted coke before. I've never snorted any drug, but I would want to know. I would want to find somebody that snorts cocaine regularly and say snort cocaine and then snort this and tell me which one burns more. Like, I don't know. That just seems.
Well, I'm sure that cheese dust has to have like paprika in it or maybe a little hint of cayenne. So who knows? What's going to affect like the mucous membranes more?
I mean, cocaine's probably numbed you out at that point.
Yeah.
You got to do the cheese dust first and then numb it out with some coke.
Yeah. I mean, I've never snorted anything either other than like my nasal spray when I'm congested. Like I snort that shit up,
Such
man.
a rebel. So,
anyway.
I don't even know how we went from this and how we're going to go from this to the first day of spring.
We are here to talk about the first day
because
of
on the
spring.
first day of spring, you do more blow than normal?
Probably.
You like,
it's time to celebrate.
But you do more of the post-nasal drip stuff.
It's allergy season.
Allergies and pollen.
I should probably go buy more of that.
All that shit.
Popping allergy pills, Claritins all day, every day.
You can go to Costco and get a year's supply of their brand of Zyrtec. It's 365 capsules. It's like $20.
Damn.
That's how I know I've used them all. It's like I'll just take them all for a year, then I'll go buy more.
There you go.
Can't beat that.
Man.
Yeah, it just stays in my backpack all the time. So that's what I look forward to in spring. My allergies get really bad.
Mine get really bad with the ragweed. When ragweed goes up, which I think is more towards the summer.
You know, I don't know any of that stuff. I don't know what's what.
I just hear it on the news. Like they can measure like the ragweed, they can measure the pollen.
Which one's the one that leaves the yellow dust on your car?
Pollen.
That's pollen?
Yeah.
Where it looks like some fairy just came by and just like poured that shit on your car?
Pollen dust. It's the cheese dust. It's pollen dust.
Should we snort that?
Ew, no. I'll fuck my sinuses up.
Might kill you. That might kill you, actually.
Ugh.
Is that too much stuff at once? Like too much allergy? Too much allergen at once?
Yeah. Like I don't want to die.
So, I mean, what do you think of when you think of spring? Like longer days and...
I think warmer weather, Easter. Easter's in 2 weeks. This is the last week before Easter.
All that horrible candy. Like some of it's good, but some of it's horrible.
Yeah, the Cadbury eggs are good.
Those are awesome.
Did you hear what happened with the Cadbury eggs?
No. What'd they do?
I don't know how recent it was, but I briefly read a news article. Some guy that worked at the Cadbury eggs plant injected his own blood into the mixture.
What?
And this guy was HIV positive.
What? How do you even...
I think he just took like a syringe and drew his blood and whatever like mix, he just like squirted it into the mix and contaminated a bunch of product.
Well, one, I'm not a biologist by any means, but I don't think you can get HIV that way, right? By ingesting, you can't get it by ingesting.
I think as long as, I thought it was like blood, so like you can have it through sexual intercourse, like
sharing needles,
blowjobs, oral,
yeah, like
anything like
sex,
liquid and liquid.
I don't think putting it in your Cadbury egg is going to give you HIV.
I think if you eat it and digest it and it absorbs into your bloodstream, you get it.
I've got a.
Do you want to test this, Sergio?
I do have a funny HIV story.
Oh
It is
God!
funny.
How did I know this is coming?
One of my friends is homosexual.
Okay.
And this was like, what surgery did he have? I think he had his tonsils removed as an adult. And he had sex for the first time. And granted, he's like in his 20s when this happened. He had sex for the first time with somebody he'd been with for quite a while. And then he developed like a wound on his leg. Like he had like, so then he didn't know what it was and he went to the doctor. He went to 2 different doctors. And one of them said, "Oh, you have HIV." They go, "You're HIV positive." And he's like, "What?" He goes, "I literally just had sex with one person. It's my first time and I've been with him for a while." They go, "No, you're HIV positive. That's a good sign of it." They go, "We're going to test you, but you're going to be HIV positive." So he's like freaking out. And one of our other friends said, "No, stupid, it's a staph infection."
That's what I was about to
You just
say.
had surgery, you're more prone to like staph infections. So like 2 weeks later, the results come back in and yeah, he's HIV negative. But he was like, "It's God punishing me because I'm gay and because I had sex out of wedlock." And he's like completely freaking out. And we're like, "No, you're fine. You've been with this guy for a while. You don't have anything. You're fine." But the doctor told him that and he really was freaked out.
What doctor would tell you that before getting a blood test?
I don't know. Somebody that didn't like homosexuals. So then fast forward a couple years down the road, one of our other friends, he had a surgery and he developed something similar. And we're like, "Oh, it's a staph infection." And he's like, and he went to the doctor. The doctor's like, "Yeah, it's a staph infection." He goes, "Well, nobody said I had HIV. What the hell?" It's like the same thing. Like, "Well, you're not gay." He's like, "Yeah, but I'm a whore." It's like, it doesn't matter.
I guess not.
You're not gay. Gay people get accused of all this stuff. So that's how we tied in Easter, spring, and HIV.
Ah,
That's how you do it. You just put it all, you connect the dots.
I see. Connect it with chocolate.
Covered in HIV blood, apparently.
Yep.
What's in a Cadbury egg? What's the stuff that gives it that color?
I don't think I've ever ate one.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
It's like chocolate. Well, it's chocolate, and then the inside is supposed to look like an egg, like a yolk. So it's like a creamy.
So it's like caramel?
Maybe it's caramel. Maybe that's what it is.
I've had chocolate
It's supposed to
caramels
look like an
before.
egg. I know, but it looks like an egg, and it's full of caramel. It's like a
My mom
baseball.
buys like the little eggs that come individually wrapped. They're like this big. So it's like instead of buying a bag of M&Ms, you buy those little bags of chocolates. They're eggs.
Do you ever eat the what's the little marshmallow thing?
Peeps.
You said that with a lot of hate.
I hate Peeps.
Like people?
Peeps suck. I hate people too. Peeps are gross.
Peeps are that little marshmallow thing, right? That's shaped like a.
Yeah, they're like shaped like bunnies and ducks, and they're just covered in like, I can't even call it sprinkles. They're not sprinkles. It's like I guess like glitter sugar or whatever, but it tastes awful.
No, the thing I hate is the glitter sugar because
That is like, it's like so bitter.
no, it just doesn't come off of you. It gets on your hands and it gets like in your clothes and it looks like you went to the strip club.
I'd rather just buy a normal bag of marshmallows and eat those instead of eating a freaking Peep.
You know what happens if I try to roast one of those? Won't that sugar stuff burn up?
I think it would melt off.
Would it? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the marshmallow stuff.
I love marshmallows. Peeps?
You know, I think they're messy. Like especially when you roast, like when you do s'mores. That's the messiest thing I can eat.
It is very messy, and I skip the graham crackers and the chocolate, and I go cheapo deepo, and we're just gonna do marshmallows.
But that's the kind of stuff you do in the spring.
That's what I do in the summer.
Well, you cook out and You have
Yeah,
s'mores.
yeah. And I love roasting marshmallows, but s'mores is
you
s'mores
drink
is difficult.
you drink beer. You go to a lot more like patios, which patio drinking's cool, but depending on where you're at. In Texas, we only have like a month of that before it's 1,000 degrees, and people still want to go to the fucking patio when it's 100
Nope.
and have a margarita. And it's
Yeah.
like
Like, come over when the sun's down, because
that's the one thing I do like about Texas is the spring and the fall is really nice, but it only lasts about 30 days each.
yeah, we don't really have that long of a spring, and we don't have that long of a fall.
By this time next month, we're both going to be wearing shorts, and we're gonna have like a fan blowing on us to keep us cold because this thing sucks.
Yeah, normally April, so it should be good through April, but once May comes, it's gonna start getting up there.
Like I try to go to all my baseball games, I love going to the Ranger game, but I try to go before May because by May it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get tickets dirt cheap in the middle of August, but it's also 104.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, sit on the first base side if the game's like in the afternoon, because then the sun is behind you, so you're like protected by the stadium. I found that out. Don't sit on the third base side.
But I am super excited because the new stadium opens in 2 years. And
Oh, yeah, they started building
and
that.
it's enclosed. I can go to a baseball game anytime I want, enclosed.
What are they gonna do with the old stadium? Tear it down?
Blow it up. Blow it up.
They're gonna tear it down?
Yes.
Aw. I'm glad I don't live in Arlington right now. I'm glad I'm not paying for that.
Blow that shit up. And let's build something new, fancier. And that's what spring's about, right? Spring's about everything growing back, all the grass. Oh, gotta mow.
Baseball's coming back.
See, do you hear it? Do you hear the?
It just sounded like a person walking.
No, that's a
That's
car.
Oh, might be. It was a car.
Sorry, we're under a ramp, so you'll hear things when people drive up the
It
ramp.
wasn't that loud.
I'm telling you, if a truck goes over it, you will hear it,
Okay.
and you'll think the ceiling's in the cave.
I probably won't hear it because everyone's gone. This place is pretty much empty.
All right, whatever. But well, yeah, I don't like mowing the yard. I hate spring because of that shit. I like summer when the grass dies.
It dies because there's water restrictions. We aren't allowed to like water our yards.
Good. I don't want to mow it anyway. Cool.
That's true.
I don't want to have to deal with all that
I
shit.
mowed the lawn. I hate mowing the lawn.
That's a beating. That's the worst part of being a homeowner.
Oh, you get so sweaty.
You have to mow, and then like in the holidays, you have to put up lights and shit. And you gotta make it look good all year. Then you gotta entertain people. I hate people at my house.
You hate throwing parties.
I really do. I don't mind going. I don't even like going to parties anymore. I'm old. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go to a bar or something.
Bars are fun.
And you do a lot of that this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
So did you do anything special for the first day of spring? Did you go out and like frolic in the field? Because you were so excited.
No,
that
it
it's
was like
spring?
40 degrees this morning.
Yeah, what the hell is that? It's first day of spring and I'm wearing a jacket?
Yeah, it was pretty cold this morning.
Thanks a lot,
and
Mother Nature.
It's Tuesday, so I was at work all day. Went to the gym during my lunch. Came back to work. Left work and came straight here.
In the spring, do you do more outdoor stuff? Like, do you work out outside more?
No.
You won't go like jogging through the park or anything?
No, because I don't run because I get shin splints.
But you know
And
what I'm saying?
then-
Like, instead of
I
going
mean, I might go for a
walk,
walk like at
it's-
night. For
like until the mosquitoes get
fresh
you.
air, yeah, until the mosquitoes get bad while it's still cool. Yeah, I try to enjoy the nice weather as much as I can. So like, I love going to a bar and sitting out on the patio. Love it. Or a restaurant and sitting on the outdoor patio. Love it.
But it doesn't last.
Doesn't last.
Doesn't last. Well, happy first day of spring.
Happy first day of spring, everybody.
So Easter's coming up.
Palm Sunday is this Sunday.
I don't understand what Palm Sunday is.
I knew
It's not this palm. It's not.
it's not like the palm of
It's
your
not
hand.
Beyonce Sunday. Even though she should have her own Sunday too.
She gets her own Sunday.
She could have her own Sunday. But no, it's something about palms.
Just Google it.
Yeah, and then it's Easter. And that's when the Easter Bunny comes and brings stuff. He's kind of like Santa Claus in our house. Like we have
Easter
like
Bunny?
yes, we have like presents and shit for my kid.
My parents still give us Easter baskets, so I'm gonna get some random stuff, probably some chocolate.
Yeah, but like our kid gets like a present. Like he gets a basket and then he gets a present from the Easter Bunny.
Well, why does he get a present?
I don't know. It's
You're
not-
the Easter Bunny. Don't give
It's
him a
not my
present.
household. That's her side of the family that's always done that. My family doesn't do that. We do Easter egg hunts and shit, but yeah, we do like an Easter basket and then we do like a hunt.
We talked about
And then
this
we
before.
do-
You are setting him up to be spoiled.
He already is. 3,
Yeah,
4.
you've already ruined him.
He's 4 with an iPad. He expects indoor pools wherever he goes. He expects a beach house at least twice a year.
Lobster in his mac and cheese.
Yes, he expects a lot of things. Apple juice. He expects apple juice to be in his refrigerator at all times. Yeah. I've created a monster. So.
Your spawn.
And he expects to never sleep in his bed. Ever.
He wants to
Beware.
sleep in your bed.
Yes. He's like sleeps like all up in my shit. Like he's like all up in my Kool-Aid.
You actually should put an end to that because kids need to learn how to sleep on their own.
He's like a teddy bear.
He needs to learn how to sleep on his
Like,
own. I'd lock my door, but like, nope.
I wake up and he is like here. Like this is him. Like, and I don't even like I'm sleeping like this with my arm out. Next thing I know, he's here and he's like curled up on me and like he kind of pulled my arm around him and he's like a teddy bear. Like I would have held a teddy bear when I was 5. Like he wants to be held like a teddy bear.
I know, but he's starting to get too old for that.
He's almost there. He's not quite there yet. I'm only gonna have one. I can spoil it.
As far as you know.
No, I'm only gonna have one.
You sure?
I probably have others floating around I don't know about. But those don't count. Those kids don't count because they don't have my name.
You don't know about them, so they
Specimen
don't
number
count.
42. That's all they're known as. So. Well,
We'll end there.
wrapping up spring talk. We are Law and Disorder. We are gonna go enjoy a margarita. Margarita? Patio margarita.
Patio margarita.
Patio
It's
margarita.
cold out. It's like 50 degrees.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're just gonna go home and cry because it's the first day of spring and we got the heat on. All right, guys. See you next video.
Bye.